Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
Hi there, Loy Machedo Sweeney from LoyMachedo.com. Who is Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding? All right, you got to excuse me because I normally make a video after my kid goes to sleep, but my kid just woke up and I wanted to make this video immediately. So if in case you hear my baby cry, please forgive me. Okay, this is not one of those soundproof rooms. I'm a family guy. Okay, I wanted to share with you breaking news. I'll be a little cautious when I share with you this news because I really don't know how to say this, okay? I'm going to give you the details that I received from an Emirati who works for the government, and this is what he shared with me. So take it with a pinch of salt, do your own analysis, and you let me know what do you think in the comment section below, okay? So I'm reading out from the script, the conversation that I had with him. Okay, now this is what he says. He said, Loy, did you read the newspaper? I said, yeah, I read the newspaper. What specifically? He said about UAE. I told him about the UAE. Well, on one hand, the latest trending topic from the UAE is Abu Dhabi has issued a shutdown, a lockdown. He said, and? He said, and then I thought about it and I said, yeah. On the other hand, you have Sheikh Fazza, who is the Dubai ruler. He is, the crown prince of Dubai, Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid Al Maktoum. He is saying that we are going to take off again. So what? So then he asked me, so what do you think? So I said, yeah, I find this very confusing because on one hand, you have Abu Dhabi that is saying, we're going to shut down. But Dubai is saying, we are going to take off. So he said, what do you think? And immediately I told him, I find it very confusing. And he asked me why. And this is my analysis, okay? See, it's like if you meet two people who are married, let's say, for example, two people are husband and wife, and you ask the husband, how is the relationship? And the husband says, it's fantastic. But if you ask the wife, how is the relationship? She says, it's terrible. Now, does it make sense? If a husband says one thing and the wife says another, let me give you another example. Let's say you and me are best friends and we are traveling together. And you ask me, Loy, where are you traveling for your holiday? You both, where are you traveling? I say we are traveling to Thailand. And my friend says, I'm traveling to Cambodia. So now, who is true? Am I telling the truth or is he telling the truth? In the same way, Dubai and Abu Dhabi and Dubai have had this relationship where they have been really, really close for so many years, right from the time Sheikh Zayed, the founding father, and Sheikh Rashid. Now, Sheikh Zayed was younger than Rashid by 15 years. Sheikh Rashid was older. But Sheikh Zayed and Sheikh Rashid didn't have an ego. They didn't have anything, They were very humble. They were down to earth. In fact, expats who have been in UAE for, 2 generations, 3 generations from the 1960s, they have told me that Sheikh Zayed used to literally go and meet Emiratis and ask them, how are you? How are things? He used to dig wells. If anyone had a problem, he would help them. He had his accountant who would literally give them money for helping them in agriculture. In the same way, Sheikh Rashid used to personally go and check developments, used to check projects, used to literally be there right from morning till night. Okay? So they were absolute workaholics. But they were supporting each other. And when they had to decide who's going to be the president, Sheikh Rashid immediately said, you be. You have the leadership. Listen, you be. You take over. So Sheikh Zayed, even though he was younger, he took over as the president. And Sheikh Rashid, and all the other Emirates, they were united. Now, this has been the trend all throughout. The 7 Emirates have been united together. And if you actually see the history of UAE, all these Emirates, these 7 Emirates, they have their girls and their boys marry each other. Okay, it's like marriage between the inter-emirate to ensure peace and harmony. That is why Sheikh Zayed, I don't know, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this. When Sheikh Mohammed wanted to annex, he wanted to take over, I think Ras Al Khaimah or somewhere, due to this thing. He was the head of the military. Sheikh Zayed cooled him off and gave him one of his daughters. I don't know. You can correct me on this if I'm wrong or right. And Sheikh Zayed made Sheikh Mohammed, promoted him to crown prince so that he would cool down. And then Sheikh Hamdan, I think, was there. There was a power struggle, and then he was no longer there in succession. So a lot of these intricacies, I have to refresh my memory. So don't mind me on this. So there's a lot of marriage in between each other. And in the Arab world, in the Muslim world, a marriage is not about falling in love. A marriage is more like kind of a business relationship, for lack of the better word. It's more like a political decision. The marriage is made so that peace and relationships grow between each other's tribes. So in the 7 Emirates, these Arab Muslims, they get married to one another. You take my daughter, marry your son, just for peace and unity and closeness of the community. So that's why they marry one another. And that is why also in Islam, they marry each other's cousins, so that the love is there, and not love is there, so that the relationships grow. And the unity is there, so Islam grows. Now, that is what used to happen. Okay. Now, because of this, UAE has been close. There's unity. But right now, something seems to be brewing. Have a look at this. Abu Dhabi has oil. Qatar has oil. Kuwait has oil. Al-Aqsa in Saudi has oil. And Bahrain had oil. Now it's over. Dubai doesn't have any oil. So Abu Dhabi and all these other countries like Qatar, Kuwait, Aqsa, and they don't have to worry. But now, because the oil prices have crashed, now they have something to worry about. Dubai before, knew that it did not have oil, so it depended on tourism. So that is where things were balancing out. But when Dubai under Sheikh Mohammed made a mistake and he built all these projects, the metro, the Khalifa, the Palm Islands, the world, and he extended his reach everywhere, invested everywhere. And then the financial crash, and the housing bubble crash, then the whole industry crash. He went into a loan of $21 billion. $21 billion. And that is where he needed help. And the only person he could go to was Abu Dhabi. Until then, Sheikh Mohammed used to show, we are Dubai. Dubai is a brand. We don't need anyone. They used to literally have, where Dubai used to show, people used to assume that Dubai is the capital of UAE. That is why when you travel from Dubai to Abu Dhabi, you'll see the signboard that says Abu Dhabi, the capital of UAE. Abu Dhabi, the capital of UAE, is a signboard. It's explicit. Why? Because they want to tell people, listen, Dubai is not the capital of Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is the capital. Abu Dhabi is the capital of UAE. Dubai is not the capital of UAE. Okay. So now, where Dubai is to show, I don't need anyone. I am a visionary. I am the brand. UAE, Dubai will survive and sustain. And if you look at the dynamics, the behavior pattern, Dubai was the only emirate that behaved differently. Abu Dhabi didn't behave like Dubai. Sharjah did not behave like Dubai. Ras Al Khaimah, Fujairah, Al Quwain, none of the emirates behaved like Dubai. Dubai was the only one who was going flying high, showing an international bringing in people, tourists. Just check. None of the emirates behaved like Dubai. But now what happened is, he went into a loan of 21 billion. And rumor has it that after he went into a loan, he had no one else to go but to Abu Dhabi. So once he went to Abu Dhabi under Sheikh Khalifa gave him the biggest, fuck you possible. How is that? The day Burj Dubai, that was Burj Dubai, Burj Khalifa was Burj Dubai. The day that was inaugurated, the whole world was watching. Nobody knew this. It was not even put in the media, not even put in the papers. Burj Dubai was launched as Burj Khalifa. Just think about it. All the marketing material, all the statues, all the souvenirs, everything had to be thrown away because it was supposed to be Burj Dubai, not Burj Khalifa. And UAE said, this is to show unity. Come on, the fuck off. What fucking unity? All the while it is supposed to be Burj Dubai. See, because Dubai is a brand. You have Dubai Boulevard, you have Dubai Shopping Mall, you have Dubai this, Dubai that, Dubai International Airport, and you had to have Burj Dubai. So now they changed to Burj Khalifa. So it was more like a fuck you right in the middle of Dubai, the erection. They call it the erection right in the middle of Dubai. Okay. So now, the reason he changed to Burj Khalifa was, as he said, to honor Khalifa. He wanted to honor him. Well, when you give 21 billion, anyone will honor you. Okay. So now he borrowed 21 billion. But now here's the problem. Dubai was supposed to pay the 21 billion. He took the loan. He didn't pay it back. You can check, Google search. Dubai has missed payments. Okay. Now, nobody planned the COVID crisis. Nobody planned the oil prices would crash. And now, once again, Dubai needs another loan. Now, once again, I'm giving you, this is part of the rumors. It's not confirmed. But it seems in between, Dubai and Abu Dhabi's relationship became so bad that it seems, again, I'm telling you it's rumor. I'm not too sure. Abu Dhabi wanted to finish Dubai. Okay, you can take it however it sounds. So that is where I think negotiations and cool heads prevailed. You know, like, see, in a family, you have brothers and sisters, they fight with each other. And come on, friends also fight with each other. So you don't think these Emirates ruled by these tribes and they fight with each other. Of course they do. So cooler heads prevailed. And that is why Sheikh Mohammed had a press conference and he spoke in English. Have you noticed? Sheikh Mohammed only speaks in English when to ensure damage control. When was the last time he spoke in English? The last time he gave an interview and spoke in English was BBC, that interview. Okay, the BBC interview where he spoke about UAE not being perfect and, we are trying to improve. And he spoke in English. And when did he speak before that? He's used to speak before that only when he would travel to UK, meet up with the Queen and all that. Okay, so Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, the ruler of Dubai, has never spoken in English. But here he spoke in English for damage control. Okay, others he speaks only in Arabic. He cares a fuck. Okay, he's just too busy. Now, he spoke in English again. And I was like, wow, he fucking spoke in English. I spoke in English only for that BBC interview. He spoke in English only during damage control. Okay, so I knew something is wrong. All right. But now comes the climax. Dubai says, we are going to take off again. We are open. But same time, Abu Dhabi says, no, we are closed down. And not only closed down, we are total lockdown. Nobody even Dubai better come here. It's not because the virus is spreading like mad. There is some political tension right now. There's something really funny going on. Dubai and Abu Dhabi, they are not speaking the same language. It's like exactly what I told you. Simple logic. Me and my wife, you ask me, I say, our marriage is perfect. You ask my wife, she says, no, it's not perfect. I say, I'm very happy in the marriage. She says, I'm unhappy in the marriage. I say, I'm going to Thailand. She says, I'm going to France. So who the fuck is right? So Dubai says, we are open. We are taking off again. Abu Dhabi says, no, we are closed. We are shutting down. I just feel there's something really wrong. There's some stress, some problem, some issue is there because this doesn't look nice. This doesn't sound nice. Now, I did ask the Emirati guy a couple of other questions. Like, why isn't Sheikh Fazza, who is supposed to be the next in line, why isn't he taking over? Sheikh Mohammed is old. Sheikh Mohammed is 65 or something. I mean, shouldn't he be grooming the successor? You had Qatar asked his son to take over. Saudi asked his son to take over. I think all the other families are asking their sons to take over. Even Sharjah is asking his son to take over, main areas. Why isn't Dubai asking his son to take over? I don't believe that he's too young. What? He's too young. When is he going to be old? When he's 40? He's already old enough. So why isn't Sheikh Mohammed asking his son, man, you take over? So I just feel there's something really funny going on, something really wrong. At least I get the feeling there's something real. I told you, two friends, one guy says, I'm going this way, other guy says, I'm going that way. I tell you, we are open for business. My friend says, business partner. No, we are closed for business. So who's right? That means something is going seriously wrong. There is some problem. Okay. So this is my analysis. This is my breaking news. You tell me if I'm right or wrong. I just hope they iron out their differences because this doesn't look good. And this has come in the international press. And people will be analyzing and trying to understand what the fuck is going on because this doesn't look good. And this definitely impacts expatriates. It definitely impacts people who are living there. So you let me know your thoughts. I give you breaking news as it happens. Okay, the only other thing that I want to share with you is Finance House has terminated 106 employees. Lulu has terminated multiple number of employees because one of the persons working there has said that they are terminated. First Arab Bank has been terminated around 85 or something of a particular department. Emirates Airlines, that I told you the other day. Etihad, it seems more terminations. Air Arabia, as usual, more terminations. So this is what I've received as of now. If you know anything, get in touch with me and I'll share the updates as they come. Okay. So guys, put your comments down below. This is me signing off. Don't mind the noise. I think little noise was there. Okay. This is me signing off. Take care. Bye-bye. See you. And yes, jobs are coming up. I'm not going to advertise because last time, too many emails. So if any one of you is looking out for a job, don't spam me, send me, and I'll forward that particular right CV to the person. Okay. Take care. Thank you very much. Bye.
Are you fed up of life? Earning a pathetic salary, working long hours, having an ungrateful boss, facing office politics, the constant fear of losing your job, and after paying rent, groceries, shopping, and children's expenses, you were left with hardly any savings. Is this the life you dreamed of? Or do you wish to change your life forever? Meet Loy Machedo, the world's #1 personal branding coach. He will help you identify the real you, position and sell yourself by getting the job of your dreams, and make good money anywhere in the world. If you do not believe me, Google his name, Loy Machedo, and you will find 2 million web links online and over 200 recommendations from very happy clients. So the question is, do you want to change your life? If yes, then contact Loy Machedo. www.loymachedo.com. Who is loymachedo.com? Thinkpersonalbranding.com. What are you waiting for? Do it now.